Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me on Coaching Call. Not the show. I apologize. This is New Tip Daily. I was just doing some work on Coaching Call. That's one of my other shows. I actually have 5. I'd love for you to follow them all. But if anything, follow this one. So this is New Tip Daily, Season 2, Episode number 40. And what I'm going to do right now is light the incense because today we're talking about meditation. And one of the things that we have been doing for a long time, since I decided to make this Thursday about meditation, I went into the book Tao 365 or 365 Tao, if you will. If you get a chance, pick this book up. It's so deep when you think about it. One of the topics, and I decided not to do it today. So I went with orientation. The other topic is called lovemaking. And let me just go into that a little bit. Nocturnal downpour wakes the lovers, floods the valley. Making love is natural. Why be ashamed of it? Well, the reason I didn't do that particular episode today is because I truly do believe that it is a beautiful and natural thing, but it should be kept private. That's it. That's my take on that. It should be kept private. It should be something that is so beautiful and profound that maybe we proclaim our love for someone and we want to scream it from the top of a mountain. But when you are in the act of lovemaking, I still believe, I'm old-fashioned, that it should be a private affair. So there you have it. And don't have an affair. So with that in mind, today's topic is definitely on orientation. So this is what Tao 365 talks about. Planets orbit the sun. Forms orbit the mind. Most of us embody this disparate aspects in our personalities. These are forms. The way we take shape, if we aren't careful, we can become confused by such complexity. We should not deny any part of ourselves. We should arrange them all. All elements are valid. They must simply be placed in the right context. That's some deep stuff right there. We can probably talk days about orientation. Orientation in your love life, orientation in your spirituality, orientation in your business, orientation in how we just do things, orientation when you're going on vacation. So orientation can have so many deep meanings. That one word, and by the way, I just picked this book up, one word, and that it is so it's such a profound thing when you think about the one word, right? The one word we're thinking about today is orientation. Do you feel orientated with what you're doing today? Do you feel like you're on the right course? Are you happy with your actions? Are you happy with what you're doing in your life currently? I would love for you to join my Facebook group that I just started with my my friends and colleagues, and it is called Mosaic Experiences. If you go to facebook.com and you look up Mosaic Experiences, you're going to see a really cool thing that's happening there. So let me share with you why I think that's a good place to be. So Mosaic Experiences teaches us so many really cool things about who we are as a person, um, how we become even more. So, what is it about you? What is it about me that that makes us all interact? It orientates us, and the people around us help us become more orientated, if you will. Um, Sometimes they give us advice. Now, just because they gave us advice doesn't mean you have to take it, because some advice is not necessarily the best advice you can have for your day, for your week, for your month, for your year, or for your life, or for your lifestyle. So we need to even orientate ourselves as to whom we associate with. So that's why I would love for you to join Mosaic Experiences, because it's a culmination of people coming together to enrich an experience. So we have experiences that happen um, daily, but we're going with Mosaic Experiences, we're going to give you an experience that you may have never had. We're going to have you look at things differently. Our next event is January 27th. We'd love for you to join us if you can. It's in Farmingdale, New York. After that, we're planning probably in March or April, and then we're going to have 4 events a year, and we're going to make them bigger and bigger and bigger. And the events are going to be really something to grasp and experience. For example, how about going to a range, but not just shooting, but learning how to shoot from experts, or horseback riding, or even how to drive a car like you've never driven a car before. So, going on an obstacle course for professional drivers, or how about an escape room, but it's not an escape room, it's an actual experience where you learn to truly escape in case you get kidnapped. So many different things. So, where do you orientate yourself? What's life about? I think life is about aligning ourselves with what we want in our lives, aligning ourselves and aligning and orientating oneself. I think they go hand in hand. So, those two words really play into what we want to do with our lives. To orientate yourself, think of a battleship, right? A battleship has to orientate itself underwater. It relies on what? Sonar. It relies on going towards a point, but things may get in the way and it may have to maneuver. What about an airplane that's navigating in a storm that it can't see? So it relies on sonar. So there are so many different things that we can rely on our lives, and we may have a guiding light. We we can probably drive better during the day than we do at night. But at night we have tools to allow us to navigate, to orientate ourselves. When you get in your car, don't you have to orientate yourself? Put on your seatbelt, make sure your mirrors are good. So that right there is orientating yourself to have a successful driving experience. When you align yourself with the right people, it's so that you can have a great experience. When you go to an event, any event, whether it's Mosaic Experiences event or any other event, I always, me personally, always want to sit in the front. Why? it makes for a bigger and better experience. I go to so many events, and some I post, some I don't post. And the reason is because some of them are super private. They're all events that help me grow as an individual. I hope that you understand that meditation is orientating yourself for yourself. So when I light incense, right? When I focus on my breath, when my meditation, it's you can do a mantra, you can even do a hum. A hum kind of pulls out all the noise. That's why humming is important for if you want for meditation, because the there's a sound that you're resonating, and it kind of pulls out all the noise and allows you to just be you within your own space, in your own moment in time, to almost have everything stop around you. That's why being in a quiet space is so beautiful, so beautiful. Even shutting the lights off and just letting your eyes rest and taking the deep breaths. Right there, you're orientating yourself so you can go into a deeper thought. Maybe you're going through a hard time and you don't know what to do. Meditate on it. And I don't mean meditate on the problem, meditate on nothing and let the universe, or if you will, God, come into you and help you with your resolution to that problem. And it doesn't come right away. Don't expect a miracle to happen like that. It takes time. So learn to meditate, to breathe deeply, to find the resources that you have inside of you. Be your own light. And yesterday I talked about being the light for others, but also being the light for yourself. So orientate your life to be fulfilling because we have one life. So orientate yourself every day to become that much better. A tiny little bit is all that you should do. Look to inspire yourself to become that much better. Just a tiny little bit. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be. Some days you're gonna have growth that's like, wow, incredible. You have thoughts that are incredible. But some days it may just be a minor little thing. But always look at the pile of books I just got that I'm about to be reading. Share these with you, right? Why do I want to read all these books? Well, because they're going to help me go deeper. To all of these people who have written that book have probably spent many years thinking about what they wrote. They may have written the book in 20 hours total, but it's a culmination of their life experience. And they put it so I can get it. I didn't have to spend as much time as they did to get the message that they're giving me. So why do I orientate myself with books? Because it helps me understand. But here's one thing. I don't just read the books. Guess what I do? Well, here's one. I start, and I have many others over there. I start to write down what these ideas that came from those books. Why is it important for us to fully write, to journal? Because these books are going to put ideas in my head, and I'm not going to feel their exact ideas, but they're gonna it's almost like brainstorming in my own head because an idea could culminate another idea that I have, putting my own spin on what they have. So I am orientating myself by putting it in a journal. I am not kidding when I tell you I have many, many journals. Here's another one. This is just another book that I'm writing in to culminate ideas. Uh, here's a bunch of them, right? These are all different books that I write in on different ideas, different concepts. So, what are you doing to orientate your life to become more? That's my tip for today. Do something for yourself. Do it every day. I thank you. I thank you for joining me today. And when you consider your life, no matter what struggles you may have been going through, are going through, or will go through in the future, remember you can weather any storm. So don't ever quit on you. You're beautiful. You're you're made in God's image. And there's always a solution, no matter how crazy your situation may become. There's always, and if you look back in history, there's always been a solution to every problem we've ever faced as a person, as an individual, as a community, as a country. We are resilient, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do me a favor if you do like this show, if you even have one idea that you want to share, let me know. Do me a favor, follow, share this show, this episode with friends, family, colleagues. Just send it to them and say, hey, take a look. If you're watching it live, you always would love to hear live. If you watch it on the replay, do hashtag replay. If you are listening to it, I love to hear your thoughts because as my show comes it comes live and you it comes live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, but then you can watch it there as well. So you can watch the actual video or you can listen to it on so many different platforms. So thank you. Thank you. Have yourself an exceptional and beautiful day. Take care. See you tomorrow.